Okay, from Tide. Changing bravery to healing. Oh, great, it's them. The last hurdle in completing Beekman's quest. I hate you guys for that. My name is Shio, and I'm a Blade Brandier. Despite my chosen job, I play a female character. What, Blade Brandiers can only be dudes now? Bordeaux would kill you for saying that. Recently, I was foolishly out soloing when I was suddenly PK'd. I had confidence in my skills, but perhaps I overvalued them. Just when I was about to give up and log out, a party of Beastmen characters calling themselves the Medic Union showed up and resurrected me. It may be kind of rude to say this after they saved me, but they were very cute, even though they seemed a bit slow, and they apparently enjoy supporting other players. Try talking to one of them if you see them. Anyways, as a thanks to the Medic Union, and so I wouldn't forget their cuteness, I drew this. I love to pay them back for their kindness, but I forgot to ask for their member addresses. Oh dear. And they all look the same, basically, so good luck with that. Little Braver says, how do you do? I'm also a Blade Brandier. I'm afraid PKers do tend to show up when you're soloing. Either you fight back, or you get taken down. The world's a tough place, frowny winky face. I often have the Medic Union help me out too. They are rather cute, grin. I feel healed just looking at them. Okay. Galm says, the first time I saw the healing squad, I accidentally said, where the hell did these little critters come from? They weren't too happy with that. Shamul says, I'm Shamul, and I'm shocked that regular players are scared of me. Oh, today when I was out PKKing, I glared at two little harvest clerics who were holding their wands out at me. Apparently they were part of the Medic Union too. They ran away soon after. Maybe I scared them off. Well, maybe you shouldn't glare at people. HO1. Especially harvest clerics. I mean, what are they gonna do to you? Come on. HO1 says, the Medic Union, eh? They've helped me out before. They're great for when you're out soloing. There may be PKers in this world, but there are also those who will come running to help you. It's like they say, some people will hurt you and some will help you. Cherry Dance says, those Medic Union guys are so cute, smiley face. They really do heal you just by looking at them, grin. Why are you just repeating some other person's comment? Be creative, sir. Or ma'am. Whatever. They always calm me down whenever I'm feeling stressed just by running into them. I often start wishing they'd show up when I'm fighting solo too. Ah ha ha ha. I guess I should just start stocking up on healing items. Lament Asterisk says, they heal with looks, they heal with magic. Those guys really do their job well. Right now, I'm very, very glad to have them around. Himu says, I'm also a girl who often gets mistaken for a guy. In-game only, of course, lol. Hey, you and me both, mostly because I play male characters. Hi there, I'm Himu, a steam gunner. I've been healed by the Medic Union a few times myself. They really do calm you down just by being there. I love your picture. Right. My first party from Arius. Interesting. Kazubolo and I. Let's hang out again. Man, you're getting around, Kazubolo. With the ladies, with the men. Jeez. I recently made a party for the first time. I was in Makanu when I worked up my courage and shouted, would anyone like to form a party with me? Then someone else said, indeed I would, in a deep, chivalrous voice. I was a bit eep when I first saw him, but the more I talked with him, I realized he was quite a gentleman. Smiley face. When he turned, we then went off on an adventure, although it was more like healing than adventurous for me, lol. Or it was more healing. Oh, what, are you a harvest cleric? I guess. Well, then that's your job. Those deep, dark eyes that look like they were peering into my very soul. Uh-oh, I might really be blush. Really? Kazubolo says, hello, I'm Kazubolo. Whoa, I look damn good. Much better than the real thing. I usually get really nervous when I party with a lady, but since I had logged on just after seeing the movie Soul Men, I was able to play a manlier role than usual. Let us go again sometime. Kuma-chan says, "Do I detect the first signs of love?" I like the figure skating-like mood of that picture. Go for the world wedding. Why are you pairing Kazubulo up with everybody? Arius has a rather nice picture. Nice. What's this? I wonder if there's a prince like this somewhere in the world for me. Smiley face. Kazubolo isn't bad, but lol. I don't think there's anyone that looks like that. Kuma-chan says, "You sure do have a lot of interests, Arius. What is the ring in the hands of the prince?" Sayake says, "It's the rubber band they used for their lunchbox." Smiley face. Arius says to Kuma-chan, "The ring is a hairband the prince used to bind his hair." Smiley face. Sayake says, or in response to Sayake, "Princes don't eat out of lunchboxes." Angry face. Yeah, he doesn't really look like he'd be using a lunchbox. I hear you there. How many more of these do we have? Oh my god, so many. So many pictures. Fuchu. Moontree. Why is Kaede so big and Zelkova so tiny? Oh, honey, I shrunk Zelkova. I believe that Moontree is what it is only because of Lord Kaede. I would love to join that Moontree. Sadly, my level is still too low. Katsura says, "If that is how you feel, don't worry. Lord Kaede is extremely kind to beginners too." Fuchu says, "Woohoo! I would love to join." Here's another picture by Fuchu. Again of Kaede and Zelkova being a weirdo. Again. What is he even doing? I don't even know. Recently I saw Lord Kaede and Lord Zelkova in a certain field. Lord Kaede was so cool when she was killing monsters. I knew she was the best. Lord Zelkova was chasing Chim Chims for all his worth. I'm sure. Tanu says, "Please make Lord Zelkova stationary someday." Grin. But why do you make your own Lord Zelkova stationary? Katsura says, "You don't need to make a fan club, just join Moontree. I hope you'll join us. Lord Kaede is extremely kind to beginners as well." You said that already. Man, I kind of feel like a marketing agent. Fuchu to Tanu says, "Lord Zelkova stationary? I can make Lord Kaede stationary if you like, lol." Katsura says, or in response to Katsura, why do I keep saying that? "I've always soloed during my time in the world, so I don't know anyone in Moontree. I don't suppose you could introduce me, could you?" Blue Eye Samurai to Katsura, "Are you saying all who wish to join are welcome? I'm surprised to hear that, seeing as you know almost nothing about each other. You Moontree guys are an irresponsible bunch." Katsura to Blue Eye Samurai and Fuchu, "I only invited Fuchu because I didn't see anything wrong, but there is some merit to what you say." Smiley face. On that note, Fuchu, please decide whether or not to join for yourself after a trial participation. Don't worry, I'll be sure to properly introduce you. How about you, Blue? Interested? You have to trial participate in Moontree? How stuck up is that? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. What is that even? What is going on with his lips? Okay. How do you do? I'm Tsunaki, and I'm currently wondering about whether or not to join Moontree. The other day I came across Lord Zelkova and Lord Kaede myself. Lord Zelkova was running around with Chim Chims before Lord Kaede told him to be careful. Lord Zelkova was so cute as he was being scolded. I mean, never mind. Lord Zelkova and Lord Kaede were as wonderful as everyone says. I felt a strong sense of peace as I watched them. That was the point when I decided to join Moontree for myself. Lunar Soldier says, "Welcome to Moontree. Every leader has some peculiar habits. Ahem. I mean, very unique personalities, which makes things hard for their followers. However, I do think that's all part of the fun, so I hope you'll enjoy your lovely Moontree life to its fullest." Town says, "The Chim Chim's legs look like they're about to fall off." Is that true? I didn't actually pay attention. This one? What are you talking about? I don't see any legs. Are you seeing things, Town? Kuma-chan says, if you look closely, you can see the chim is crying. Wah! Sophia says, Lord Zelkova and Lord Kaede are always together. Whenever I see them, they look just like a loving family. Grin. SR says, that's a nice expression. Nice, indeed. Damn you, Piros from Sayake. Oh dear, Piros, what have you done? What did you do, Piros? This is Piros III and Natsume. I see them every month in Makanio to meet and discuss manga. Little Bird told me that these two are two of the legendary dot hackers, but there's no way someone all gold and shiny like him could be someone as amazing as that. What are you talking about? Piros is beyond amazing. Toy says, winky tongue face? What kind of a response is that? SR says, so what's with the damning? Did something happen? Yamaimo says, Piros III is so shiny. I think I'll take him out the next time I see him. Hey, you leave Piros alone. Are you all me to mess with? Blue Eye Samurai says, I've come across Piros III mixing it up with some PKers before, and he was surprisingly strong for someone with such awful taste in character design. It looked like it was tough for the PKers who were fighting him too. Alright, Mew Mew says, undecided face. Why are you people just responding with emoticons? That's not a response. Sayake to Toy says, winky tongue face yourself, smiley face. Okay. To SR, no, I just got myself a bit worked up. After all, even if I did say something, it would just get deleted, seeing how Piros III works for Sikora. Hey, stop that, what are you do- Yeah, man. What? Did you know that if you rub yams with your bare hands, you become unbearably itchy? Please be sure to rub Piros III the next time you see him. That's a promise. What? Why are you torturing Piros? And this ends with a winky happy face? Oh dear. Blue Eye Samurai. Oh yeah, that's a debu boo. Hey, what are you doing? To Mew Mew, another undecided face. Oh my god, you people. There are emoticons everywhere. Nachin says, I made a guild. That is a very big hand. It is about as big as her face. But she is saying hi. As the title says, I've made a guild. It's called the Eastern Middle School Kendo Club. Basically, it's all my friends from Kendo. The woman in the picture is the guild master. She's our club leader and our English teacher. She's a third dan at Kendo, as well as being bilingual and beautiful, which is really cool. But I just wish she wouldn't bring her bamboo sword with her to class. Lol. Very Easy says, I also go to East Mid. Which one are you in? SR, in response to, which one are you in? Makanu Eastern. Lol. That aside, it's interesting that your teacher keeps her bamboo sword with her during class. She's also really pretty. You're a lucky guy. God, people. Okay. This is curious. Okay, whatever. Guts. This is a picture of our Grunty. She's called Mastered Grunty. Apparently the Mastered is from the mastering of the sword. Wonder if that's true or not. She likes to say spirit a lot. Oh, can we meet this Grunty? It'd be nice to meet a female one. As a teacher and as a guild master, she tends to whip us a lot. Playing the game is starting to feel just like practice. About which one are you in? If you don't mind, I'd rather not write down my school's name in a public place, smiley face. Katsura says, I like that. A Kendo Club guild. Your teacher even seems to embody the warrior's ideals of becoming capable with both brains and brawn. I'm also in a Kendo club, the leader actually, but our teacher, a guy of course, is a real hard head. There's no way he'd go for something like this himself. Nachin about not going for it himself? Is that right? Still, you never know. He might just be playing this very game at home after school, smiley face. So you're the captain for your club. That's awesome. I'm always glad to meet another Kendo friend, smiley face. Gurame says, oh, this Grunty's too cool. Nachin, I hope you'll come visit me. You'll let me come visit your guild sometime. Nachin says, "Sure, Gurame, whenever you like." Smiley face. I want to go visit too. Mr. Wolf. Or Inzo says Mr. Wolf. That does not look like a mister, but hey, I guess sometimes it's hard to tell with these things. A tribal grappler I got to know recently has been passionately, telling me about this female tribal grappler that he saw only once in a previous version of the world. Why is this a Mr. Wolf then, if it's a girl? Okay. Apparently, that encounter inspired him to make his R2 character a tribal grappler too. He's always going on about, she's strong, she looks cool, she's hot, and she's got a nice set of twins! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Wow. That's great. For what it's worth, I drew a picture of the person he used as a base, but I have to wonder if she was for real. I also used to play the previous version of the world, so I would have liked to see her for myself once. Huge chest, eh? Yes, that's the part I focused on, smiley face. This explains why my house didn't even have a computer at the time, frowny face. What? Why did that explain why your house didn't have a computer? Whatever. Whew, now I'm going to go off and challenge the arena with my friends. They asked me to fill in so they'd have a full team, smiley face. Good for you. Galm says, the destroyer / hookah, the Godfist, eh? We didn't have the arena in the last version, but I remember fighting her in fields lots of times. We always used to say, my rival, my friend, and then attack each other head-on, which is what I remember the most. Still, your picture is pretty impressive for having to imagine her yourself. Kamusa says, if it isn't Hookah, I was surprised to see her here. I used to know her very well. She was very passionate. Little Braver says, that certainly is a big chest. Open mouth face. I had heard stories, but I never would have thought, and not only that, but strong too. I wish I could have met her myself. Vol says, oh ho, that's a natural melee attacker if I've ever seen one. She looks like she'd kill me in a second if I dared pick a fight, smiley face. I like the casual design of the picture. Genevieve says, this reminds me of the character of my friend who said she'd just started this game recently. Her chest was pretty big too. I think Hookah has her handily beaten though. Okay, you guys. Whatever you say. Mambo says they're all beautiful. Okay, they look the same. I just love all of the world's female characters. It was worth starting this game just for them alone. I wish I had a girlfriend as cute as the game characters in real life. Katsura says, liking the girls here is fine and good, but don't go overboard and start harassing them or something. Of course, some guild masters would probably just say things like that too is part of the world. Do you mean Gabi? Mambu says, it's great how all the girls here are so exposed. Lots of girls show off lots of skin. That too is part of the world. Oh dear. Katsura says, hoo boy, please don't do anything stupid. Blue Eye Samurai to Katsura, I guess it's just as you said, you really aren't that kind of man. Katsura says, haha, I really should party up with you someday. Glad to have you and Mambo here. Blue Eye Samurai to Katsura, calm down, don't make such a red face. Still, it could be fun to try adventuring with someone who doesn't think alike. I look forward to adventuring with you sometime. Mambo, the lips are a little overboard, however, I must confess that I like it. SR about the lips going overboard says, full lips are great, aren't they? Blue Eye Samurai to SR, oh, you make an excellent point, SR. Full lips are great indeed. Oh dear. Alright, Tanu says Master Gabi. Somebody shrunk Master Gabi. I'm going to make it plushy in hopes that I can become closer to Master Gabi. I'm currently staying up late at night to design it. Once it's finished, I plan to start making stationery and fan magazines. This is going to be great. Maria says, I always thought that Gabi looked kind of scary, but I love that the plushie design. If you need someone to help with the sewing, I'd be happy to assist, smiley face. Tanu says, thanks, Maria, grin. I'm going to send this to CZ Corp and get it made as part of their official goods. They actually print merchandise of specific players? That's weird. And then someday I'll make a shop that sells nothing but beastie goods. I can't wait. Rainbow Ruriko says, Tanu, how pathetic. Tanu says, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. SR says, I can understand the fan magazine, but stationery? Does that mean you'll be making letters with that? Mayako 1/2 says, I'm gonna make one too, asterisk. Oh god, is that Zelkova? What have you done? Or is that herself? Oh, okay, it is her. I was like, orange horn, yellow horns on blue hair. Is this Zelkova? That Master Gabi doll is too cute, grin. I want to make a doll of my own character too. Something like this. By the way, the character on the left is my own character, 1/2. Be sure to say hi if you see me. Tanu, or to Tanu. Be sure to send me some stationery when you finish, to SR. Selling fan magazines and stationery among fan circles is big business these days. SR about the big business? Really? I guess it kind of makes sense that there would be people in this modern do-everything-with cell phones age that still desire the warmth of something handmade, like stationery. Blue Eye Samurai to Mayako says, oh, I'm surprised you're good enough with your hands to do things like dolls. What? I always figured you for one of those all-talk, no-talent types. Aren't you nice, Blue Eye? Mayako says to SR about the stationery, I don't think that's quite it. Blue Eye to Blue Eye Samurai. I haven't made one yet. Read the whole message before you respond next time. Of course, it's true that I'm good with my hands. Smart and cute to boot. Grin. Tanu, in response to the stationery being close, or warmth, or whatever, being whatever. Warm stationery? Whatever. Somebody left it out in the sun. That's not it. Not even close. Not even the tiniest resemblance. You don't get it at all. Master Gabi's fluffy chest hair. Can I bail out of this board now? Before we go any further with this? Because this is getting weird. That stomach hair you just want to swirl around with your fingers. Barf. That precious tail. Its soft, fuzzy fur. The pilings he has around his collarbone. His beard that's just too cute for words. Those adorable eyes you just want to poke. You're gonna blind the guy? Jeez Louise, Tanu, you are insane. Huff, huff, huff. At any rate, stationery is so one can experience all of those things that can't possibly be conveyed online. That doesn't make much sense, but... Sayake says, oh really? Yes, I agree. Mayako 1/2 says, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Tanu says, ha! You think that will discourage me? My love for Master Gabi won't wither under such harsh stares as that. Okay, there you go. You be you.